Good morning, everybody. Good Friday morning. Chilly here in upstate South Carolina. Thought it was going to rain all day, but right now it's not saying any at all. And I got 7 to do today. I've got 4 bi-weeklies today, and then 3 that I do, every 10 days as they fall on my schedule and whatnot. So I gotta run through these and get them knocked out. I came straight from work to start, so I'm trying to get them knocked out as quick as I can. And I'm solo, so it'll take me, most of the day because my route density isn't great. These first 4 are kind of close together, and then I have 3 right on top of each other, but they're opposite ends of town, so it's still a little bit of driving. But yeah, I'm gonna get these knocked out. Some of these ain't even worth showing on video, and a couple of them you've seen plenty of times that end up looking really good once I'm done. But yep, hope everybody's having a good Friday, man, and getting everything done. And I hope the weather's nice where you're at and you're able to not be delayed. Supposed to rain a lot tomorrow, and we're going to Death Valley to see George Strait. Absolute bucket list item for me. Bought the tickets, knew as soon as I did that it would rain that day, no matter how much rain we've had all of April. It'll rain on May the 2nd in Clemson, South Carolina. But I'm trying to be positive. We'll see. It's supposed to stop by the afternoon, so the concert itself should be dry. But, wet seats in a football stadium and then trying to tailgate in the rain, I don't know. I'm going with one of my best buddies from work and my wife and his wife. So, yeah, I've never seen George Strait. It's a bucket list item for me. I've got 2 more 90s heroes left to see, which is him and Tracy Byrd. I've seen everybody else. Been fortunate enough that they've come through town in the last 10 years or so still while they're still playing. And he's my last 90s hero to see. Really 2000s hero, just hero in general. He's pretty much the greatest of all time. Some will argue, but yeah, he's still George Strait, right? But yeah, can't wait to do that. And yeah, it'll be a good day. I hope. It's supposed to be cold, May the 2nd, it'll be 50 degrees. I don't know what's going on with the weather. I think it's the Southeast in general. I used to think it was just South Carolina, but I think it's everywhere, except maybe Florida. I don't know. Y'all have to let me know down there. But every time I get on YouTube to people in Georgia, Alabama, it's very similar to what we have up here. So freaking crazy weather, man. But we finally got some rain, man. It's rained like 3 days this week. Finally starting to feel like normal spring. So that's good. Hopefully these yards will start greening up, because right now they haven't quite caught up. But even my bi-weeklies look raggedy, so they need to be done. So I'm going to get started, and yeah, we'll see y'all later. So I finished this first one up. Today's probably the quickest I've ever got it done, 34 minutes. It's small, very small. There is a decent amount of trimming on the backside. There's like a little bank that goes up to the hill, or it goes up to the street that runs parallel with this one. You can't get a mower on it. It's just nothing but weeds and sticks and all. But you got to knock it down, or else it'll just look awful. And it's his property, so I always make sure I do it. But 34 minutes. I think the most I've ever been here was 45, and that's like peak summer, plenty of rain, and everything's green, slam full of weeds, right? Sometimes doing a double pass just because it's bi-weekly, just to get the clipping spread out. 45 minutes is the most I've ever been here. And numbers-wise, to me, I'll tell you, this is a $60 yard. He was one of my first customers. It's bi-weekly, super good dude. He was one of the singers in our worship band at church for a long time, and he still lives in town. He's at a different church now on staff, but super nice guy. Does not care what the yard looks like as long as it's shorter, right? And there's just not much. Unless he lets me aerate and seed the crap out of it, it's going to keep looking like that. And he's fine with it. So I literally just come. Sometimes I have to do a double pass, but I still make that yard look as good, or I spend the time as much as I would on any yard to do the best I can. No matter what the price is. But for me, that's a $60 yard. Longest it's ever took me was 45 minutes. Today was 34. To me, that's still profitable, even if fuel prices are just, through the roof. But guys, let me know what you think, where you're at on that. I didn't go up on him because to me, I'm still, at what I want to make per minute, I'm still making it on that yard, even at 45 minutes. So, yeah, let me know what you think about that. I mean, to me, that's still a good price. I probably won't go up on him, to be honest. He was one of my first customers, and it's close to the house, and it's super easy. There's not much to it. So, and also while I was there, the neighbor comes out, and he actually is the manager at the Subway that's literally right outside my neighborhood. You turn right off my street, and the Subway's right on the corner. And he told me he told me the owner's looking for someone to do the grass, and I have to literally drive by it to go home. I have to pass it, so I'm going to stop in there and at least take a look and give him a price on it. I mean, to see how often he's wanting it done, or at least leave my information if he's wanting it weekly, bi-weekly, whatnot. But that could be potentially a first new commercial client, which, I mean, I would like to have a couple. You know, it's year-round work. I'd like to have a couple, but even part-time, I think it would be good. You know, there's not much grass at all on it. I have to go look to make sure I can get my mower on the front part, because it's kind of a slim little path. But yeah, so I guess I'll do that on my way home and let you know what comes of that. So yeah, starting out, it's a good day so far. All right, y'all, another very realistic property done. Started at 10:13, it's 10:39, so 26 minutes. But that's not double cutting in the peak of summer, or if we're getting a bunch of rain, I do have to double cut this yard. It's super thick with weeds. In fact, I have a YouTube short from last year on my Z5 of how thick it was, even just bi-weekly. And it's super thick. But normally by now this is all green, but I mean, even without any fertilization, nothing, it's all weeds and clover and whatever, but like, it's green, so when it's mowed it looks great. But right now it's not. But you can't tell this is a hill though, so like doing your normal border passes, blowing it all to the inside, coming down the hill right here, I'll get stuck right here trying to turn, and I'll end up almost all the way in the kudzu. So what I've had to start doing is doing my first two passes blowing towards that kudzu. That way I can be going up the hill. And basically until I get to this straight line cutting down this way, I won't come down the hill to make my regular patterns. So then I come this way, turn up the hill, go this way, turn up the hill, and do it that way, work my way down. That's way easier on this mower to do that. But yeah, another very realistic property. No stripes on this one. But she looks way better than she did. So I'm at, I guess it would be my newest property. It's actually the father of my ex-roommate from the house I just did. The one with the nice centipede grass. I say nice, it looked good last time I mowed it. But I'm actually going to trim first on this one, because the last time when I mowed first, and then the tall weeds that kind of border the flower bed and stuff in the back, all that ended up on top of the nice grass, and I didn't like how it looked. So I think I'm gonna run the trimmer first and then mow, which I've never done on any property before, but I'm gonna try it today and see what happens, see if I like it better on this one specifically, because I pretty much know where the mower can get and where it can't. So I'm gonna give that a shot on this one. Yeah, so I went ahead and trimmed all this up, because it ends up out in the yard if I don't. So trimmed all this up where I know the mower can't get, so I can get all to up here with the deck to get all this mulched up. And that monkey grass was way over those bricks, so I tried to line them off to where they wouldn't be growing over it. The mower can get into right here, but I didn't want all this falling on top of my nice mowed grass, so I trimmed all this first. So we'll see if I hit everything right the first time. Just a guess. What is it you say, Lee? Gotta round them corners off? Knowing the deck can't get in there. Gotta take that trimmer and round them corners up. Of course, don't much grow right here, but it's weedy enough to where it still needed it. All right, let's get the deer out. See if I missed any spots. That actually worked out better than I thought it would. If I missed any spots trimming first, they sure didn't stick out to me, but it worked out a lot better to be able to run over all that the tall weeds and stuff from those flower beds he's got instead of having them lay over on the good grass. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense on that property. I really don't have any more that I can think of that it makes sense on, but that one it definitely does. So I don't know, we'll see. I might try it on a couple more, but really the rest of the ones I have today, I can't really see where it would make sense, because they're either not great yards to where it matters at all, or the trimming on the nice grass is it's all grass, so you're able to blend it just fine. So yeah, I still had some weed killer mixed up, so I went ahead and sprayed his weeds for him, because I mean, he gives me $30 more than what I charge him for, because that's what he gave his last guy, and you know, I told him he don't have to do that, so I'll go above and beyond for him. It only takes a few more minutes. He's not in the best of health either, so I really don't mind doing it at all. I mean, he's one of my best friend's dads, so I don't mind it one bit. I wish I had some leftover mulch I could give him and do his flower beds and not charge him just to do it for him, but I don't have any right now. So maybe here one day I'll get some leftover mulch and I'll be able to do his beds for him. But yeah, he's a good customer, man. I'm glad his guy hasn't called him back at all this year. We'll say that. I don't know if that was on purpose, but he wasn't able to get in touch with him, so now I'm doing it. So I'm super thankful for that. But yeah, let's keep rolling. this is definitely not the easiest property to mow. This is a very steep hill here, and then in the front yard it's straight up as well, but it's one of my favorite ones once it's all done, the way it looks. It's my father-in-law's property, and he's planted fescue back here several times. He had some work done, so he had a machine come, and we got a new sidewalk and a new walkway up front, up the hill. So the machine kind of tore this up, so there's some rock and stuff. We're gonna have to, just over the years, get this to fill back in, but the grass down there, man, it's beautiful. Up front, there's a fescue and St. Augustine, so I'm not sure how the St. Augustine got there, but it's got the really thick blades with the fescue mixed in. But I love this property. I don't really stripe this because to get up the hill, turn around and make a stripe back down, it's a little complicated, so I just do it one direction. It still looks great, I think. Yep. 2 more to go. 2 more. 2 very drastically different ones to go. Golly, look at that mower. Show me a better looking one. Better looking mower than this. There ain't one out there. Not in the stand-ons. She got that thing on her. All right, I'm done. Well, that wraps up my day. Got 7 done. Headed home. Man, this last one I did, it's the one I made that video about with the hill in the backyard. 23 minutes I did it in. But without the rain, it wasn't that thick. I mean, it's nothing but weeds, but still, if we're getting regular rain, it'd be thick. So 23 minutes, so I bet the longest it'll probably take me all a year, even when it's thick, would be like 35 maybe at the most. So yeah, I'm happy about that, man. If I had 10 or 12 like that, dude, I would be set. I'd do all 12 of them in a day if they were all like that, this close together. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna head home, man. See my wife and my kids. Like I said, I started this straight from work this morning. If I can get my trailer in and out of that Subway parking lot on the way home, I'm gonna go talk to them. But it's a tight, cramped parking lot, which will factor into the price, I guess, when I talk to them. But I do need to do that on my way home because I told the guy I would. So if not, I'll take my stuff home and then take my truck without the trailer and go over there and talk to them real quick because they stay open for a few more hours. So, but yep. Anyways, hope everybody, man, hope y'all have had a good week. Stay safe this weekend. On the off chance that you're at Death Valley tomorrow in Clemson, South Carolina to see George Strait, hit me up. Check out my Instagram and my contact info is on there. If you watch these videos and you're down there, man, hit me up. Let's meet up. Let's have a good time. Looking forward to it. But yeah, y'all have a good weekend, man. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.